Hello everyone, welcome to the vlog for Black and White Kyurem. It's Black and White Kyurem raid day, I cannot believe it. Well, it's not really raid day, is it? It's kind of like Unova tour, but at the same time, a lot of the spawns for the Unova tour just aren't that appealing to me. What's really appealing is Black and White Kyurem, which has started early. So even though we are not at 10 a.m. yet, they've started spawning. I already did a cheeky one or two. I couldn't help myself. I was trying to wait until I started filming this. But we need a whole bunch of stuff for the fusion. Hopefully everyone's really familiar with what we need. We need either a Reshiram or a Zekrom and corresponding candy. We need a certain type of fusion energy. There's two types of fusion energy. And we need a Kyurem. Now the Kyurem can be fused with either Zekrom or Reshiram without the move Glaciate. But the Kyurem having Glaciate turns it into one of the two adventure effects, depending if you put it on Zekrom or if you put it on Reshiram. And so Glaciate is kind of like a non-negotiable. Now also remember, if you are watching this before you've done it yourself, the Kyurem's IVs and shiny status is what carries over into the fusion. So you should only be using a Zekrom or a Reshiram that has really poor IVs, that isn't a shiny, because they're worthless, but they're really great if they're high IVs and they have a legacy move on them themselves. So keep those really good ones to the side. Don't use them in the fusion because you'll just be wasting it. Remember, also don't separate the fusion, keep them fused. So you're really on no time limit to actually do the fusions. So make sure you just do it when the time's right for you. Do a whole bunch of catching today like I'm gonna do. And then think about your fusions. Think about what Kyurems do I have that have the highest IV? Which are the ones do I want the shiny? Pair those up. You know, think through those things. The way that I've gone about doing this to prepare is I've created a fusions tag. And so this fusions tag has all of my really bad Zekrom and Reshiram, which doesn't say much because I've had some really great luck lately with this. But if we look at the IVs, they're kind of the nothings of the world. And so these are the ones I'm ready to fuse. I have more than this, but if I need more, I'll go back into the archives and grab some more out that are ready to go. But there's just so much stuff happening today. I mean, if you look at the news itself, it's trying to tell us everything that we need to do in terms of the global tour checklist. So first, battle Black and White Kyurem. We just went over that. Hatch the eggs. The half hatch distance is really great, so I've been hatching lots of eggs. Get out and explore. The red stripe Basculin and blue stripe form Basculin will appear more often on routes. I'm not going to bother with that. I've never been a fan of Basculin. I don't really collect at that super niche level about like variants. Maybe if I really care about the Pokemon, but Basculin I don't really care about. I've just never cared about it. I feel really cruel. I'm sorry, Basculin, I don't care about you. And activate incense, no brainer. So they're the things that we are gonna do here today. Now, the other thing that we have to be mindful of is the Go Pass, the Tour Pass. And so I've been doing some great work on the Tour Pass already, but it's been capped every day. So I had the Deluxe, which means I was capped at 5 levels every day, which means I got to about 26, I think. The free one was capped at 4. So that was a really confusing thing where the developers didn't really tell everyone what was gonna happen with those caps, and they found out after they bought it, which is a bit disappointing. But we're here now, and they've increased it. So to start with, I'm on level 43 now. I've got a lot of things to redeem here. But what's interesting is it's 50 points per rank, right? But earlier this week, I think it was something like 50 points per legendary court and like, you know, nothing for the individual Pokemon catches. They've changed that. Now it's 100 per legendary catch and then 50 per egg. So every time you catch a legendary Pokemon, you're going up 2 levels. Every time you hatch an egg, you're going up 1 level. And then every time you catch 5 Pokemon, you're going up a level 2. So just even on the bus on the way here, I powered through from like 26 to 43. And I got this absolutely like madman of a helmet. I just love that helmet so much. He looks so cool. All right, it's 3 minutes to 10. I gotta go over and meet up with my group so we can start doing things, but thanks for joining. Stick around. All right, it's 10:01 a.m. That means the event's just kicked off. Now you'll see immediately, look how many Evital are spawning around here. And that's not real Evital. That is because my buddy is Evital, and that means these are all probably Zorua. So let's just check this. The fact that it's tiny probably also means that it's Zorua. I mean, there's no way the developer has just accidentally spawned this many Evital. It's also 110 CP. Another sign, this is not real Evital, so do not get your hopes up in watching this, but let's just catch it, confirm it is a Zorua, of course. This is going to be all day with this. I'm going to see so much Evital. Better make sure that what you pair with for your buddy is not actually something that is available during Unova. Otherwise, you're going to get disappointed. So make sure your buddy is something that isn't available as part of the Unova spawns. All right, let's keep moving. All right, we have our first bit of research. It's called It's Not Over Yet. The first step was just some stickers. Snooze, snooze, snooze. All right, we got 2025 Stardust, 2025 XP, and the first one is a trash Pokemon, but thank you so much, Evital, for that bounce back. What would happen if I missed it? I'd never be able to carry on. Everything started spawning around here. Everything looks great. There we go. All right, next round of research here is going to be, this is going to be choosing between the black badge and the white badge. Now remember, if you choose the black version, you get Reshiram because they're opposite on the boxes. If you choose the white version, then you get Zekrom because it's opposite on the boxes. So white box, black Pokemon. So big decision. Black Kyurem is better overall. White Kyurem is better. I'm going to go with white. All right, so feed the buddy 3 times, hatch an egg. All right, we can do that. We can do that quickly. Let's go. All right, first official one of the day. Like I said, I did a cheeky one before, but this will start ticking off the fusion energy, which will be super helpful. Well, not helpful. It's mandatory. That's mandatory energy right about there. But we got the party energy. We are just like deleting this off the map. This is like it's nothing. It's so good. But we do have one shiny Kyurem. I haven't checked if it has Glaciate or not yet, though. I need to check that. I'm not prepared. I should be more prepared than this, but there's just been so many things this week for Unova Tour that it's just a lot to keep track of. Honestly, it's kind of just only taking my first 2 Pokemon to get this done. I mean, he's not difficult at all. Primal Groudon and Primal Kyurem was so much harder when we had the 6-star. I know this isn't 6-star, but at the same time. All right, it is weather boosted, which is good. 25-10. Let's catch him. All right, so that was a fail. That was a fail. It fled. I don't know if the flea rate's high or if my throws are just off at the moment. There's an extremely loud crow above. We are on to the second step of research, just about to finish that one up. All right, Rufflet. I mean, Rufflet's a cool design, but I mean, meta-wise, it's kind of like irrelevant, right? But, you know, I'll take it. Then let's see what the next step is going to be. So Unova Stone, Zekrom Candy. All right, I never read these. Okay, Tepig, Oshawott. Ooh, I feel like I've been seeing more additional encounter. All right, then I'll go with Tepig.
How many grades you guys do?
All right, power up 5 Pokemon 5 times and use an incense. We can do that. All right, let's keep going. All right, we are here. Everyone is here. Who do we have here? We have Mac, we have M, we have Lachlan, we have Mikey, we have TV, we have KFC hands. I mean, it's all happening. We're taking down the Kyurems. We have about 300 fusion energy of each, but I haven't been keeping track of how much we are getting. The bigger problem is they keep fleeing because I'm notoriously bad at curveball throws. Yeah, yeah, Mikey reminds me every time. I just want to please my my Poke God. I keep going past. I never see how much fusion energy we get as part of that. All right, 2489. That's a trash tier one, right, Mikey? Can you confirm? All right, that's a trash tier. All right, catch him or flee. You know what? Flee. I don't even want you. All right, I don't know what raid number this is, but what I am really keen on is seeing how much fusion energy we did. We did that in about 20 seconds, maybe, I think, which is good. Nice and easy. All right. I skip past it again. 2466, absolute trash. All right, on to the next one. So Mac has just informed me that it is 120 fusion energy because he just finished it in the same lobby. Now, I also want to point out, I wore the right socks for today, guys. That's serious stuff. That's how you know I'm committed to this. They were a Christmas gift, but I would have bought them anyway. I love them. All right, I'm feeling a shiny on this one. I don't know why. There's no signs. There's no reason why I would believe I'm going to get a shiny on this, especially after some of the bad IVs that I had previously. But that's probably why I feel like it's my time to shine. All right, let's see. All right, let's actually see the fusion energy this time. So 11 golden Ras, 3,000 Stardust, 80. Okay, that's less, but I feel like we did it just as fast there before. It's absolutely hot out here. All right, let's see. Let's check the shiny. What's the hundo again, M? Do you remember?
53.
2553. All right, let's go. No shiny. Oh, 2501. All right, while I was doing the Reshiram then, I think my Go Plus Plus caught something in the background which ticked me over to the Platinum Rocker medal, which I'm happy to have. Like, the more the merrier. Catch 2500 electric type. I would have thought I would have got that earlier, but whatever, we'll take it. All right, so that kind of ticks off some of my things, but I still got to fuse Kyurem. I really don't want to fuse it yet because I just don't really have anything very good to fuse. If I look at what I have, if I could type. Just nothing that great. So we'll keep hunting before we tick that off. All right, let's see. No shiny, 2504, trash again. All right, come on, I gotta get the shiny. I deserve this. There's nothing I deserve more in this world than a shiny Kyurem. Absolutely nothing. All right, we do smash this down though. Let's see how much fusion energy. 110. I don't really know if speed actually corresponds with more fusion energy like it does Mega. I think it's totally random because sometimes we've finished it just as quickly and we've got 80. Other times we've got way more. So I don't really think there's anything to do with speed there. I think it's just random. No shiny, 2499, even worse. We're going the wrong way. All right, I've lost count of how many we've done, but it's still fun. So we're still gonna keep doing it. 100 fusion energy there. Come to the conclusion, it definitely is randomized. All right, 16 balls. Okay, not a shiny, 2529. We're heading in the right direction. We got a 96 just before, which we'll fuse in a second. I'll catch that and then let's start fusing. All right, we stopped off for lunch. I've got something called the Hangover Cure, which is 2 patties, 2 slices of American cheese sandwiched between 2 slices of pepperoni pizza instead of a bun. This is just not for the faint of heart. Let's see how it is. But most importantly, we are going to do our first Kyurem fusion. Now, this is a pretty decent one. It has Glaciate, so that's good. Ready to go. Let's do the top one. The Zekrom, I want to fuse it with. I want to make sure I put one of the ones in that I've marked for fusion. Do I want to fuse it? Yes, I do. It is fusing. There we go. I always love these animations when you see them for the first time. Boom, looks cool. Straight in the Pokedex. Mark it off. All right, our first fusion is done. 3273, could be higher, but you know, we'll take it. It has free shock on it, which is what Glaciate turns into, so that's good. So that's our first one done. Now we'll tick that off. We got our 5,000 Stardust. We have our candy. Now, it's not over yet. The final one is win 5 raids, so it's pretty much a sprint to the end for the 5 raids. But we also have the tour pass to tick off here as well. So I'm up to level 90. There is so much to do. The value of this is absolutely incredible now that it's starting to power through. Like, look at how many levels there are. Oh, my goodness. So now it's just a matter of going through each of these. Basculin with the blue ribbon. So that's the blue ribbon one that I said at the start I wasn't that keen on catching. But, you know, let's take him at the same time. I guess he looks pretty cool. At the same time, I still don't care for him. I don't care. I don't care about him at all. All right, there we go. Tick him off. So yeah, it's just a matter of going through this stuff here, but another blue stripe, basculin, getting the ball. Rank up. See, it's just constant ranking up. It's like you do one legendary and you pretty much have 2 levels that you increase, and because we're doing so many raids, there's a lot happening here. But look, through these levels here, 70 through to 75, we have what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36,000 Stardust just here. Unfortunately, a star piece did not make any difference on this. I thought it would amplify it, but it just didn't. And we have all of our Blaze Fusion and our Volt Fusion there as well. We got our XP bonus. We have all of this candy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The screen is just going bonkers. Absolutely crazy. All right. All right, we just caught the hundo. I'm so happy about that. The pressure was on because I was down to my final 9 golden raspberries I can't catch and record, so I had to do it off. But I'm so happy. The pressure was on. Someone on the stream was like, that's the hundo, right as I did an air ball. And I was like, I know, I'm just not good at this stuff. But we got it. So that means fusion time, baby. So let's fuse. Actually, does it have, it doesn't, okay, well, that was a close one. It didn't have glaciate, that's all right. This is one of those times I will use an elite charge TM to teach it glaciate. Oh, I almost wasted a hundo. All right, I'll make sure I type in fusion. So I'm using one of my bad Reshiram's. Here we go. Sweet. That looks so cool. Yeah, it's on a white one too. It's on a white one. My phone is getting chunky because of how hot it is out here. Nice, nice, nice. All right.
Good graphics, see? You don't like it? No, do you?
Boom. All right, that's cool. All right. We're leaving happy today with at least one of them. Let's see if we can get a decent shiny now. All right, I've spent all of my golden Ras. I'm down to almost nothing. So I have opted to try Free Shock, which is the new adventure move, to see how well it stops Pokemon from jumping. I really feel like Niantic are trying to prove the point of what it will do to stop Kyurems from jumping around, because these Kyurem jump around a lot, let me tell you. Okay, so Free Shock is in 2483. As you'll see, there's almost like no moving around right about now, which is cool. Let's switch it over this side. Let's see how well it handles it, but the Kyurem is like not moving at all, which is really cool. But it doesn't mean it's any easier to catch. I mean, the circle ring still moves around a fair bit. So yeah, pretty much doesn't move. So Free Shock is definitely a powerful move, but very rarely do I run out of golden Ras in general. So it doesn't really prove that much. We do have the hundo now, which is cool. So we fuse the hundo into white Kyurem. Black Kyurem is still a non-hundo. So looking for something better, but we do have a couple of high IV ones. If we come away with two fused Kyurems, I think that would be success here today. All right, we caught him because it says rank up. So yeah, Free Shock definitely does do a fairly good job at keeping them still, which is cool. All right, so yeah, trash, but you know, whatever, prove the point. It's got Blizzard on it. That's what the adventure effect there looks like. It's all right. I think Spatial Rend and Roar of Time have cooler looking area effect designs, but that's cool. All right. We also have the tour pass as well. So we have 93 claimable rewards, most notably level 100. Sits here with the lucky trinket. So if we take that, there we go, we have the lucky trinket. Should be in the bag now. It is in the bag until the 9th, so we have 8 days left to use that, and I can choose any friend that I want to use that lucky trinket with, which is pretty cool. I don't like that it's a timed thing. It should be a permanent thing, even though the effect of it can stay permanent until you do that one trade. I think it having it timed on, you know, earning it and then it sort of expiring, I think that's really, really bad. I think that's horrible. But yeah, we have so much stuff here to redeem when we look at the rewards we have. But you'll notice anything over level 100 is really bad. We got 50 to 100 Stardust, like practically nothing, which kind of sucks. What's going to hurt the most is having to tap all this. It's just an absolute chore. I'm going to do that and get on to the next one. All right, Mac and I are going to do a mirror trade of a shiny Kyurem, and we are going to use my lucky trinket as part of that. Hopefully he will return the favor one day when he earns his lucky trinket. Do I have confirmation of that, Mac?
You do indeed, sir.
Okay, there we go. A little bit of peer pressure there on the vlog. Anyway, all right, let's do this. So we have it. Let's use it on stubby leg. All right, let's go. What does it look like? That's cool. That's a cool design. Wow, we cheer. We cheer. All right, that looks cool. All right, stubby leg moo moo, and you became lucky friends with the lucky trinket. You love to see it. Okay, well let's do it, right? Let's get rid of some of this trash. Hopefully they weren't hundos. I was just doing a Hail Mary on that. All right, so where is he? Where is he? Stubby. There we go. So we are the lucky friends. You've got the little symbol there under the trade. Lucky trade. All right, so we are doing a Kyurem. Now the Kyurem needs to be shiny. So we have one shiny Kyurem here that is tradable. Now this has Glaciate on it. I caught it today. Let's look at the stats so we can do a comparison. Does yours have Glaciate on it?
Yes, it does.
Perfect. All right, good. I didn't want trash in return for this. All right, cool. So it is kind of like a low IV one. All right, let's do it. I agree. 8,000. We're going to do it. This is juicy. This is juicy. Is it going to be a hundo? Is it going to be a hundo? I hope so.
Come on.
All right, it's lucky, but both kind of average, but that's all right. It did improve. It didn't get to a hundo, but it improved. All right, thank you, lucky friend.
Thank you.
All right, that's it. Day one wrapped and done. We did so many Kyurem. It has been 8 hours, and we've done 52 Kyurem. It's like I've never been so sort of, you know, egging myself on to do more raids. Like I've never been this bored in to doing something before. Even with the Rayquaza day, I did a bunch, but I didn't even do this much. Like, is my addiction to Pokemon Go just increased, or was I just really into this now that I've got all these people to hang out with and this community that's really bubbling along that I love? I don't know, but I did so many. All right, so 52 of them. Look how many there are. A mix of shinies, a mix of regular, good IVs, bad IVs, fusions, non-fusions, backgrounds, non-backgrounds. It's about 5% shiny rate for what I caught. There was only 3, right? So if I go Kyurem and shiny, there was only 3. One was lucky. This one here has a background and it's shiny, so that's cool. Not great IVs though. Good enough, but not good enough to spend the fusion money on it unless I don't get something better tomorrow. Then I've got this lucky trade, which I did with my friend Mac. Shout out Mac. Decent stats. Not good enough to fuse in my opinion. But it is a shiny. I don't know, maybe. Actually, maybe I will. If I don't get something better tomorrow, maybe this is the one. Thinking out loud. And then this other shiny, which has bad stats as well. So in terms of fusion energy overall, we have invested heavily in the hundo. So there was a hundo that I got in here as well. So if I go Kyurem and 4-star, you'll see the hundo that I got. So that's cool. Spent a lot to level him up, about 300,000 Stardust. And a bunch of candy, regular candy, XL candy, I think about 200 XL candy. So we got a lot of candy. This was a no-brainer fusion. The reason I did white instead of black for the hundo is because I had already done the black on another one and I hadn't done the white yet. So I was like, okay, let's tick that off. And they're both much of a muchness. I mean, I will change Dragon Breath to an ice move though, given that is the best move. So Ice Fang and Ice Burn is the best combo for white Kyurem. Black Kyurem doesn't have an iced fast attack. It has a dragon one, which puts it out in front when you compare black and white. But at the end of the day, white is better as an ice type attacker. I believe it's number one, right? So I did use the other Kyurem. So if we look at the Kyurem that has, so this is the black Kyurem. Now black Kyurem has Freeze Shock as the move. Now there was so much movement on these Kyurems. They were jumping all over the place. They were attacking a lot. It was almost like Niantic had upped the attack and the jump rate of these Pokemon just so you are encouraged to use Freeze Shock, which would reduce them from doing that. When I did use Freeze Shock, it was like revolutionary, right? This thing did not move at all, which generally you would use a Nab Berry to do that, but at the same time, Nab berries are kind of like useless. Like how often do you actually need them? Maybe for some bug type Pokemon, but none of the bug type Pokemon are actually any good. And so this has been the only time I would have used a Nab berry, and it's the only time that I actually have really needed to consider using them for anything worthwhile. And so I used it heavily today. I used Freeze Shock heavily because I ran out of golden raspberries. I was feeding golden raspberries. The flea rate felt very high on these, which is fine. I mean, it is a high demand Pokemon, but I do feel like they artificially inflated this higher than they normally did to encourage you to experiment with Freeze Shock. So that'll be interesting to see what happens in the future. In terms of the shinies today, let's have a look at the ones we got. The three shinies, Kyurem, and then we had Poinard, then we had Tepig, and then we had shiny Pikachu. And then, coolly enough, I know I said at the start I don't really care about Blue Stripe Basculin. We did get a shiny Blue Stripe Basculin as well. That is day one. It's been crazy. In terms of the Volt Fusion itself, we ended up with 2,150 left over, so I got 3,150 total because I spent 1,000 on this fusion, and that means the total Blaze Fusion energy that we earned today was over 3,000. So a lot of energy. I need to go home, have a cool bath or something, drink some grape soda, and relax and edit this video. But for now, when I put it up, please let me know in the comments. Please subscribe, like, share, all those things that really do help YouTubers get noticed by additional audiences and help other people. And also let me know, how do you think Kyurem Day went? Did you catch anything good? Let me know in the comments. See you next time, guys.